All right, thank y'all for being here. Obviously, exciting time. I told our guys, there's 125 teams in FCS football, and there's 24 still preparing this week. So we're excited to be a part of that. We got to change. Anytime you're in the playoffs, it's going to be they're all playoff caliber teams. It's going to be a challenge. To go on the road to play the Southern Conference champs, who are really a senior-laden football team when you look at them offensively. I think their offensive player of the year is going to be the quarterback, who's really making them go, playing extremely well. All five of their guys up front are 2- and 3-year starters. Their skilled kids have been there and played. They're good players. Defensively, upperclassmen, a few different guys than from last year, but they still got a nucleus back, and just about everybody, not all of them, but most of them played against us last year. So they're a really good football team. Obviously, at this point in time of year, it is what it is. We're going to have to go play well, to give ourselves a chance to what I call survive and advance this time of year. So it's going to be a challenge. Hopefully we can have a good week of preparation. It's obviously different when you're on Thanksgiving break. Kids aren't in school. It's, we're a young football team. They're navigating that a little bit, how to handle your time. When you don't have class and other stuff going on. And, what we'll do for Thanksgiving is we'll practice Thursday morning, then give our kids the afternoon and night, and they'll be back at here at 10:30 Friday morning. So that's kind of the way we've navigated that. We want everybody to have a chance to spend some time. Most of our kids are local. If not, they'll have an opportunity to get with another teammate's family or coach's family. We make sure everybody's taken care of, and then we get them back. We'll get ready to go on Friday. So excited about the opportunity. It's like I said, there's only 24 teams left, so we're excited to be a part of that and see what we can do. I'll open the floor for questions.
Wofford, obviously, you guys know from last year. Do you think having that track record and having enough players still on the team that have seen them, do you think that's any kind of an advantage going into this week?
I think whatever it is both sides. So it's neither one way or the other, John. They probably have more guys on their team, if you want to look at it that way, that have played in that game than we do on ours. You know what I mean? It's just because they're an older football team, and most of their guys played in that game last year. So I don't know if it's one way or the other. I think it's going to come down to our preparation, and can we go execute a high level and not beat ourselves, and that's going to be a challenge in itself. And they're a good football team, and they're playing, especially offensively, they're playing at a much higher level. They're averaging over 30 points a game, and I think really that's quarterbacks taking hold of it. And then you got 5 guys up front who've played a lot of football for them, and they're all like, when you watch it, they're all good players. They all look the same. So I don't know if that's one way or the other personally. I think it's more about getting prepared to go play.
You've talked a lot of the last month about purpose and cause, and obviously in the playoffs, you don't have it, you're going to go home. All week, what we've heard in the white noise element is how much they want payback and all that stuff. And how much does a fast start matter for you? I would think it'd be awfully important for either side.
I think it is every game, Brian, to be honest with you. I mean, you want to get off to a good start. And I think that's any game, but listen, it's playoff season, and you would hope that's enough motivation in itself, to go get ready to go play. So, but I think getting off to a good start has always been something that we want to do. I'm sure everybody wants to do, but I do think, good momentum, positive momentum early is really important.
You were just on 680 The Fan talking about Chandler Burks is with Wofford now. How do you change any preparation with his familiarity with what you do?
Well, Chandler did a great job for us here, and he was here for 5 years and did some things that, are going to be here for a long time, and the foundation of the program and all that. So excited for him and his opportunity to coach in profession. When he went there, we had a pretty good idea based on making the playoffs and how regional it is that this could happen. So just like every week, we'll do everything we can to prepare our kids to give them the best chance to be successful. That'll be no different this week.
Blake Harrell has prepared a lot to face this team, and that's got to be a big help. You've seen him, but you've seen him once, and other than that on film.
Correct. He's, Coach Harrell's been in the Southern Conference, so he's faced, Wofford and, and prepared for that, which I think is important. But at the end of the day, you got to get this crowd prepared to go play the best they can. But I do think familiarity with what they do does help. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to go out and execute. And they're playing at a really, really high level on offense. I don't know how many different ways but they're really executing, and I really think the quarterback is playing really, really good. Last year he was kind of splitting time, and right now he's kind of running the show and doing a good job. So I do think the familiarity does help, without a doubt. But we got to put together a good plan and go execute it.
Knowing the style that both teams play, and I think last year's game finished in like 2 hours and 50 minutes. When you play a game like this and possessions may be limited, how much does each little mistake, each little detail that's missed get magnified in a game like this?
I think it does in the playoffs, period. I think in any time you play, I think, you get this time of year, your attention to detail and focus. And I told our kids going to practice, I said, you got to go to practice this week, and every rep you take, whether it's an individual, whether it's a group period, a team period, I mean, that's got to be the play that's going to change the game. That's got to be the championship rep. And we talked about it several weeks ago when we got beat, that you can't cheat preparation. And you got to do it in practice so that it's second nature in a game. Because when you get in this, regardless of who you're playing, I don't think it really matters, John. When you get this time of year, player two here, there, whatever, it could be the difference in the game. So being detailed in your job description, it's like with our guys. I mean, when you get the playoffs, you don't have to do anything different. You win games the same way you win them in the regular season. It's not like, oh, we got to go. Well, I'm going to go do this or do. No, you just go do your job, and you do it with championship effort, attitude, and toughness. That's it. That's what you do, and you're detailed about your assignment, and you're detailed about your job description, and that's what you do, and you do it for 4 quarters, regardless of you're up, you're down, it's a good play, it's a bad play, whatever it is. And that's really the bottom line, I think, at this time of year for everybody, and go do that. And then you got to make some plays and moments. That's what championship caliber football is. You got to make some plays and some moments. So, we got to have a really good week of preparation. I think that's just been who we are. I know I say it all the time, and you guys probably get tired of hearing it, but that's what we got to go do, and then we got to go execute in the moment on Saturday.
You sent the 13 seniors out on obviously a very positive note, and then the next day, and probably an even more positive note, making the playoffs. Could you outline, or have they been more vocal kind of down this stretch where it became must-win? I realize every game is must-win, but after the Monmouth loss and with everything that was on the line, playoffs and all that stuff, have they taken on a little bit more leadership? Vocal?
I'm sure in some areas. A lot of times I probably don't hear it. I'm sure there's some areas. I know at times I hear some guys at practice, but I think our guys understood where we were, and what we need to do after the Monmouth loss to finish the thing out right. And they did that, to their credit, and to the seniors' credit, to everybody on the team's credit. Now you have that opportunity. Now what are you going to do with it? And you know what I mean? What are we going to do with this opportunity? And so I think our kids were excited on Sunday because we didn't know. I mean, we honestly did not know. I felt confident all along we should be, but as I told you guys before, we didn't know. But our kids were excited, and now we got to go take advantage of it.
Like you said, their quarterback, Southern Conference Player of the Year, the whole thing. What do you see differently this year from last when you look at the tape?
He's just executing the offense at a high level, taking care of the football. I mean, their turnover, I don't have it in front of me, but it's off the charts right now. They're taking care of the ball. He catches a little crease. He may go the distance. They're playing good as a unit. I just think the quarterback's making them go at a high level right now. You know, when he needs to make a throw, he's making it too. They don't throw it a ton, but they've been impactful when they do throw it. That group up front that's played a lot of football, I think that has a lot to do with the reason they're executing like they are. And they're really a senior-laden team when you look at them. I mean, especially on offense, but probably not as much maybe on defense, but really across the board, they're an upper-class team.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.